Welcome back to another episode of the Revolutionary Girl Utena. So in the previous one, we had a Nanami episode, and it was kind of like a mix of like one of the heavier recent episodes and also one of the more funny and light-hearted Nanami episodes that we saw in the past, right? Because it was really absurd, really kind of like the entire scenario was really funny with Nanami getting a cowbell and then wearing it really proudly. But just it felt like the way that Nanami was acting, the way everyone around her was acting, it felt so, I just felt bad for her, you know, because it felt like she was going through stuff and she was using this to kind of like subsidize all of the things that she's missing and lacking right now, especially with like Toga and stuff, not being present in her life. So it felt really bad. There was this weight to the episode, but it was an absurd situation. Obviously, the cowbell being addressed to a cow named Nanami, right? So insane premise, absolutely insane. But let's see what this episode's gonna be about. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna be going back to more of more of the story-centric episodes, more serious episodes. So let's find out. So if you wanna watch this, Uncut Blur is always on my Patreon in the description. And let's go into the Revolutionary Girl Utena episode 17. Ooh. Is this gonna be a Juri episode? Thorns of Death. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound pleasant. So I wonder if Juri's gonna end up joining the Black Rose Society now. Choo-choo. Or choo-choo. Oh, damn. Is that her? It is, right? I love Utena. Shiori. Oh, she transferred it. That explains the uniform. Just my notes. Shiori, right? Ooh, the shot. That's such an ominous shot. Oh, here we go. No, don't be, please don't be Juri, don't be Juri, don't be Juri, don't be Juri. That's Juri, right? What a fantastic what a fantastic scene with Juri being there. The rose, the more beautiful that the rose is, the more dangerous its thorns. Oh my god! And now they set the, like, I'm guessing that Shiori is the trap that they set. Oh, what a fantastic scene that was. Holy. Mm. Yep. Mm. Yeah? Yeah? Mm. Mm. Hmm. The trap. Nostalgia is one hell of a drug. Mm. Her attack was repelled. Oh. This is your place, Utena. I'll be honest. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Utena doesn't know what happened or anything along those lines. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, what did that say? Hmm. Yep. 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 Oh no! No! It's so bad. They're festering the trauma in everyone and trying to use that trauma, trying to big up the trauma in, or I guess trauma or just kind of like anxiety, anything like that. They're trying to bring it out of everyone and then use it as their own weapon. It's so irritating. But yeah, Utena definitely is very, she's very much well-meaning, right? And she means like she really wants to do wants to help out and stuff like that, but she's extremely optimistic about everything and also kind of naive about it, right? Like it's actually not her place to interfere between them because she doesn't know what happened between them. She just made an assumption from talking to Shiori once that, oh, Shiori must be a nice girl. I talked to her once. She seems nice, right? And based off of that, she kind of decided, oh, that means they should make up, no matter what happened. So yeah, Utena is definitely very, very, very naive. But goddamn, I love the way that they're talking about everything here. It's so good. The symbolism is so nicely done. Okay. No! Juri. No. This was a turnaround. I thought it was gonna be the other way around, not gonna lie. I guess this makes more sense actually. How are they gonna spin this onto onto Anshi? She saw it. Here we go. They got her. With Juri as her weapon. And Juri as her thorns. To answer the question that they asked Mickey, I guess it did hurt. It doesn't look pleasant. Yep. Here we go. What's it gonna be? Whoa. Okay. Discard your secret, huh? Here we go. Oh. I missed the cue. The birds. The me who controls Juri. Okay, I guess not all of them are gonna end up being directly targeted towards Anshi, like the other two are. I thought that they would be, but I guess not. I guess they don't have to be, right? Because they just need to defeat Utena. Hmm. Part of Dios. Let's see, how much can he do? Was it enough? Easy. Okay, that was pretty easy. I really like her saying, you know, that I'm stronger than she was or whatever, because obviously she actually told her feelings. She actually took the step to tell her feelings to the other person. But then, is that being stronger, or is that kind of like having the I don't know? Because at the end of the day, she had the courage to betray her friend in a way and put down her friend for her own victory. So I guess it's stronger in a way, but also, I mean, is it being a better person as well? Yep. This one was pretty easy. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. She can't escape it. She can't get rid of the feelings. I guess this is also one of the reasons why she could say that she's stronger, right? She managed to break up and get rid of the feelings with a person that she once loved, whereas Juri wasn't able to do that. Okay, that's the end of the episode. Wow. Oh, this was a great one. I really like it. Dude, that I'm still thinking back to the entire scene with the rose, and like the entire imagery of the rose and having thorns, you know, the more beautiful the rose is, the more dangerous the thorns are and stuff like that. Really, really cool stuff. But yeah, Shiori, so yeah, Shiori came back and it seemed like obviously she was using Juri as a weapon there. Or I guess it was more so the Black Rose Society who were using Shiori to use Juri as a weapon against Utena, right? At the end of the day, they were both kind of like victims to the Black Rose Society and their manipulation of the entire situation. But yeah, it's really cool how Shiori was talking about, you know, being... Or it wasn't even Shiori, well, it was kind of Shiori and also Juri, both of them talking about how Shiori is the stronger one in some respects, right? Because she did have the strength to, first of all, confess, whereas Juri didn't. And also, second of all, get rid of those feelings once, I presume, those feelings were gone, right? That love was gone. She was able to also, you know, free herself of that, of those shackling feelings, whereas once again, Juri wasn't able to do that. So... yeah, no matter what, the love, the feelings, the pendant comes right back to her. Really cool episode though. Yeah, really, really, really cool one. Man, it seems like the Black Rose Society are still gonna be, you know, they said that they still have a plan on using, I'm guessing, Juri in the future and her feelings and her anxiety, her trauma, I guess, her experience in the future as well. So that's gonna be unfortunate, but yeah, interesting. I did say in like the previous few episodes or previous few battles, I guess, fights, duels, I thought that all of the opponents are gonna end up somehow in some way they're gonna end up getting their wish twisted in a way where it would end up becoming a goal of defeating or killing Anshi. But not with this one. Not here. She never mentioned anything about Anshi. It was solely focused kind of on Utena, but it wasn't even focused on Utena. The strange thing is, like, even defeating Utena here wouldn't really have done that much for, like, Shiori, right? And Shiori's goal and stuff like that. It was kind of just like you, like, venting onto Utena more than anything else. It wasn't really like her goal would, like, her life would change in any way, shape, or form by defeating Utena here, right? So it was kind of like just venting out on Utena in this duel, which is interesting. Maybe that's why it was so much easier than some of the other duels, right? Who had a more concrete goal, because we kind of do know that these entire duels are kind of like duels of goals, ambitions, and stuff like that. They're not actually like who's stronger physically or anything along those lines usually, right? Even though obviously like they mention like form and technique and stuff like that, but usually the one with like a stronger goal and a stronger ambition ends up winning, right? That's why the goals that are more grounded in like something very tangible, that have like a very tangible goal, those end up being more closer duels, I guess, right? As opposed to this, let's say like this one. So yeah, really interesting though. Really, really cool. I wonder what kind of duels they're gonna end up going with in the future. I feel like we're kind of like now getting to the point where what next, right? What's gonna be the end goal here? I feel like we're exhausting the options for the Black Rose Society, but I guess we'll find out, right? I guess we'll find out what they're planning next. But for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.